Are you an artist?
Are you on Instagram?
Hopefully both answers are yes.
To be successful in today's world as an artist, you not only have to be talented, but also become good at promoting your art.
Today, we will share 5 ways to maximize your exposure on Instagram.
I'm Jason Carter.
And I'm Raleigh Carter.
We own 12 Legs Marketing and are so grateful for the opportunity to connect with you through Peak Radar.
Let's start with the first point we share with all of our clients. It takes commitment. When we're surrounded by reality shows, entertainment news, and all sorts of information on these famous people with big followings, it is easy to fall into the mindset of, oh, they were just lucky and became overnight stars. Reality is that it takes commitment to build audiences and stand out from the crowd, understand what people like and dislike, and be able to remain objective about the facts instead of taking it personally. When we manage Instagram accounts for clients, a big portion of the commitment we make is to post regularly and only use what we think is great content to begin with. After which, we listen, observe, and pay close attention through insights to what people freely and openly show us they like. Have we had moments we thought of a photo or a video that would be super successful, but it turned out not to be so much? Of course. But that only pushes us to try again and not give up. One thing to be mindful of is if you are not committed to Instagram, or for that matter, anything you do, over time you will likely see a decline. Instagram rewards high levels of activity. The more you post, the more followers you tend to attract. That's not a bad thing, but it can quickly become challenging, especially if your art takes an extended period of time to complete.
Which brings us to the next point we want to share with you. Planning is key to your success. If you operate by the seat of your pants, you might find yourself in a situation when thinking about what to post on a daily basis becomes overwhelming. You end up running into a creative freeze, and the worst outcome, you stop posting altogether. Unless you're able to commit the time it takes to build your Instagram account and constantly generate new content, it'll be difficult to gain a big following. A tip to help you avoid that abyss of no return is to map a topic for each day of the week. Remember that people love behind-the-scenes content, so don't feel like every post you share has to be a finished piece. Here are a few ideas to get you started. Monday, what inspires you? Tuesday, what gave you the idea for the piece you're working on? Wednesday, what does the progress of that piece look like? Thursday, do you use unusual and different techniques? Friday, what do you do when you're not working on your art to replenish your creativity and rest your mind? Saturday, how about a different topic? What books do you read? And then Sunday, the list of topics can go on and on and on.
Now that we have the commitment and planning out of the way, we come to the part of the conversation where we talk about researching hashtags that can increase your exposure. Instagram is a visual medium, but your content gets much more exposure when you use hashtags. Those are categories of content that people follow. Good research and experimentation with new hashtags can allow new people to find your art. When you start a post on Instagram and start adding hashtags, the platform will give you hints on how many times those have been used. The higher the number, the more people use and follow those hashtags. Just be mindful to not become a spammer. Too many hashtags or irrelevant hashtags to the topic you're discussing will actually work against you. The engineers behind Instagram make sure to hunt down people trying to game the system.
We've started a post, added our hashtags. The next thing to think of are tags. Tagging other artists and/or organizations is a way to start a network and conversation. When the content is appropriate, giving a shout out or including someone else in your conversation makes you more, well, social. Let's not forget we are talking about social media here after all. Tags send a direct notification to the parties you want to include in your content. They're great ways to show affiliation, support, or start a conversation around a topic. Don't just tag people for the sake of tagging. Just like hashtags, tags should be used appropriately. Also, don't get upset if you don't get a response. Even though the other party gets a direct notification that you've mentioned them, they might be busy, not sure how to respond, or simply miss their notification. Do not give up.
Last but not least, let's circle back to a word we used in the beginning: insights. Yes, I know, not everyone gets glitter in their eye like I do when numbers enter the conversation, but that is the best place to get objective information on how your content is performing, so you can focus on creating more of that to further grow your Instagram community. First things first, Instagram has two types of accounts, personal and business. If you want to tap into knowing the reach and engagement of your content, you will need to switch to a business account. That is totally free, easy, and you can always revert back to a personal account if needed. Once you've enabled your business Instagram account, you can see what content gets the most exposure. Think of the visual, the hashtags, and the tags you might have used, as well as when people most actively engage with your content, and get some really cool demographic information.
Man, who has a headache?
The world of Instagram goes even further than what we've discussed today, but the opportunities are huge.
To further get you started, visit our blog post for great hashtags for artists and more helpful info.
We hope you enjoyed the conversation, and if you decide to tag us on Instagram with a question, our tag is @12legsmarketing.
Stay inspired.